Today I wanted to talk about something a little bit different. When I started my audiophile journey, it was really difficult to find equipment that I wanted to listen to. For example, one of my first high-res headphones was the ones you see over my left shoulder. Those are the Bear Dynamic DT990s. And apart from looking really great, they also do sound terrific. I haven't yet reviewed these, but I have reviewed the Pro version, so you can give that a look if you'd like to. But finding these headphones at the time was almost impossible. I think I found it from multiple sellers, but they were selling it for exorbitant prices. It made no sense to buy those headphones for that price. So eventually, I did find that Bear Dynamic did have an office here in India, and I did contact them directly. After which, I bought these headphones, and they've been with me ever since, and I've had no regrets. Now the thing is, these were the 250 ohm version, so obviously it couldn't work off my phone. I eventually found a website. I forget the name of them because they were pretty small time. They were bringing in a lot of hi-fi audio equipment, and they had a very neat little portable amplifier made from FiiO. If you've not heard about FiiO, give them a look. They've got some really interesting stuff. So this is the little amplifier that I picked up. It's a FiiO amplifier. This is the FiiO Mont Blanc. It's a very old model, but it still gets the job done, and it's definitely better than the inbuilt amplifiers you get in your phones. This did do the trick with the Bear Dynamics, but only slightly, which I found out much later. But it kept me going for quite a while. So this was a part of my audiophile journey, and I still use it once in a while just to keep it going. But it's definitely not my daily driver. Coming to the point that I was trying to get at, maybe 5 or 6 years ago, it wasn't very easy to acquire all of this equipment. But today, a lot of people have come together, and there's one lot of people that I'd like to mention in particular. That, of course, is headphonezone.in. Mind you, I am not affiliated with them. I don't know any of them. I've not spoken to any of them individually, but they seem like really cool guys. I did pick up my shit products from them, and I'm glad I did because I've had no regrets with these ever since. Of course, I did go through a lot of the reviews about these products before picking them up, and it's really difficult to pick them up in India. And the thing is, whenever these are brought in, they are kind of brought in limited supply. One thing you have to really do is keep an eye out for when these are available and try and pre-book them or pre-order them before they go out of stock. So one thing I love about this amplifier, this is a Schiit Lear 2. If you guys haven't heard of Schiit, maybe read up on them. They're a pretty cool company, and they've got a good sense of humor. These could drive headphones, almost any kind of hard to drive headphones. And I had the Bear Dynamics at 250 ohms, and I have another set also that are 150 and another that are 300 ohms. So there's only so much that the little FiiO could do. It is battery operated after all. But this thing pushes out a hell of a lot of power. And it's only after using this that I realized that those headphones were really worth so much more than I thought they were. I think I'm going to keep this for a hell of a long time because it's going strong and it's a terrific product. Of course, the stock tubes aren't as good as the ones I swapped them out with. I'm using Electro Harmonix tubes, which do sound considerably better. This is a terrific sounding amp, but when you want to have a little fun, this little thing, the Schiit Loki, it might be a bit pricey online, but I think it's well worth it because I'm not one of those audiophiles who wants the absolute perfect sound as if I'm sitting in the studio where the band is recording. Because let's face it, if you're listening to a set of speakers, your speakers are playing the room. And when you're listening to a good set of headphones, to a certain extent, your equipment is changing the tonal quality of it. So if I plug this into my speakers, I like to tweak the certain frequencies I may be losing through my room. And if I'm listening to this through my headphones, I like to give it a little extra oomph if the headphones I'm listening to don't have enough of a kick. The overall build of these Schiit products is absolutely terrific because, take for example, even this smaller, let's say more budget gadget than the Schiit Lear 2, this comes with 4 little potentiometers, and they do have very nice feedback when you turn them. You do of course have your flip switches when you want to put the EQ off and on. And at the back you've got your on and off switch, so it makes you feel like these are switches taken straight off a jet plane. The Schiit Lear also has similar switches at the back, and I do wish it did have the switches on the front because reaching to the back sometimes is a hassle, but it's cool. I mean, it's part of the experience. I'm okay with that. One thing I do find funny about the Schiit Lear 2 is These tubes that install into these are pre-tubes, so they don't really glow as brightly as power tubes would. So to compensate for that, Schiit has put in little LEDs on the inside that do give you that amber glow. It's kind of hilarious, but it works. It's fine. It's good fun. So basically what I'm getting at is, if you are on your audiophile journey, if you're just starting out and you want to look at some equipment that isn't available on your usual Amazon and Flipkart sites, because things are very limited there, things are very budget oriented, you're definitely not going to be given hi-fi stuff. I mean, at least majority of the stuff isn't hi-fi related. Give these guys a look. Give Headphone Zone a look, because I've had no regrets with these. The whole process of ordering and picking these up, or should I say, these were delivered to me. It was absolutely seamless. If you were to log on to headphonezone.com, today they're absolutely loaded with stuff. They've got a whole lot of brands that they've just been expanding on over the past many years, and it's quite impressive to see the rate at which they've expanded and tied up with so many other international companies. Again, I'm not associated or affiliated with these guys. I'm just trying to point you guys in the right direction. So Headphone Zone is basically a very easy one-stop shop setup if you're looking for portable hi-fi. But they have started expanding slowly to higher end stuff. I have seen them advertising for some higher end speakers lately, as well as amplifiers. So hopefully they're heading in that direction. Considering we live in a day and age where going to a demo shop is not very easy, this is a very convenient setup, because of course you can browse the product, you can browse all its specs and information, and you can speak to somebody online with them who will guide you accordingly. So anyway, thank you for checking in. Remember to like and subscribe, and thank you for tuning into Paul's POV for some sound advice.